So in today's video, I want to give you guys just a slight continuation of what I talked about in yesterday's video, the previous video, where the idea was don't put wings on a bicycle trying to make it airworthy, right? That putting wings on a bicycle doesn't make it airworthy, but yet I feel like so many of us, that's exactly what we do in self-help, personal development, etc. Why? Because we're asking tactical questions around the symptoms of where we're feeling the pain in our life, which then creates and produces tactical answers, but it has us in this never-ending loop of solving symptoms while we're under the illusion that we're solving problems, right? That we're actually transforming our life. And this is how you can go through months and years of doing the work, but yet not getting the results. Then you meet these guys who are super burned out. They think everything in self-help and personal development and advice is all just snake oil. And you kind of can't blame them, right? It's understandable how somebody could get to that place, that perspective, that mindset. So just to kind of give you guys a little bit of more clarity on this topic that I think might be helpful, I want to just illustrate some examples, okay? So let's say that you're a guy in your mid-30s and you're trying to get fit and you have a dad bod and you're not happy with it. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't have a dad bod. I'm just saying you're not happy with it, okay? Going out and trying to find a hack, right? Like, for example, I hear this all the time, cortisol belly. To me, I might be ignorant to the science behind it, but to me, cortisol belly sounds like the biggest load of crock and snake oil in the world. Do you know how I got abs in my mid-30s to the point where I have veins showing in my lower abs without being on TRT or without taking steroids? Do you know how I did it? Macro manipulation, so dialing in my macros, manipulating it to the point where I was getting over 200 grams of protein per day while consuming consistently less than 22 to 2300 calories per day. And then doing that for about 3 to 4 times longer than I thought what it would take. So I believe it took about 6 months and I was already in decent shape by the time I got really focused on getting abs. So that's an example where a guy in their mid-30s might be trying to get abs because the symptom is belly fat. And so then tactical question is, how do I get rid of belly fat? And then we go about looking for the belly blaster workout, the 6 weeks to shredded abs, right, program. We watch all these YouTube videos that promise all this stuff results really fast. Listen, that isn't going to give you the solution, because your fundamental problem that's causing the belly fat isn't cortisol. It isn't some hack. It isn't some technique you don't know. It's about the fact that you don't have the right machine and system in place. Machine being your process, your system, your discipline, your consistency, right? The right macros, the right nutrition, the right sleep schedule combined with the right exercise and fitness routine, right? Progressive overload, etc. Okay? But if somebody goes out and tries a bunch of different workout books, workout programs that are gimmicky in that tactical nature, and they all don't work, one would then think all these fitness gurus are full of shit, right? Or that fitness is bullshit. No such thing as a man being fit in his 30s without being on steroids and TRT. How many times have I been asked by guys if I do steroids? Never done steroids. Asked regularly. That's mind-boggling to me, right? But then when I think about it, I'm like, well, if they've gone about the route that most men do, where it's looking for tactical answers to a tactical question without realizing you're just dealing with symptoms and not getting the root cause, I guess I can kind of understand how some people get to that perspective. So I'm trying to illustrate for you with a little bit more clarification what I was saying yesterday. One of the things that I said yesterday was, whenever there's a book, program, or whatever that is promising to be the, right, underline, the solution to more riches, right, more fitness and muscles, more success with women, whatever it is, when it purports itself to be the solution, it's probably the leading cause of you not getting the solution or the outcome that you're looking for, because it's probably going to be gimmicky and tactical in nature, which means what you learn from it could be one of the tactics, some of the implementation that you do to get the outcome, but it's not going to be an end-all be-all solution that you need. All right? So remember that tactical questions produce tactical answers, and tactical questions and answers are oftentimes just simply symptom hell, right? I'll wrap up with this. Sun Tzu says, this is a quote from Sun Tzu, somebody who I continue to study for many, many years, is strategy without tactics is the longest road to victory. But tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. So think about that.